So I've been training since I was like 8 years old. You know, interested in like martial arts, into working out and just athletics. But training in real personal development outside of like fitness, that started when I was 32 years old. And it was February 8th of 2015. I went to an event in the United States, in Utah, and over this course of this 4 days, I, at the last day, had this experience, and that experience changed my entire life, where we talked about authenticity, because that was basically the definition of authenticity, which is basically expressing what you really want to express, expressing from the heart and not expressing things based on what other people want you to express. And I started to realize I do care. I actually do care about what other people think. And eventually I realized I care all the time about what other people thought of me. And therefore I wasn't authentic at all. A very reality-shattering type of moment. I felt like I had no control. I didn't understand life. Suddenly it was just kind of scary. And I remember in the back of my mind that whenever you are afraid, when something bad is happening, breathe, breathe. You know, I've been hearing that my whole life. So I started breathing. And I'm breathing, and I was tapping. I realized something was happening. I started to feel a change in my body. So then I kept breathing, and I kept tapping, and the tapping became harder and harder until eventually I was just knocking on my head like this. At that moment, the clarity was beyond understanding. I was able to understand everything. Everything about my life, everything about life in just general. And so that night, I decided and made 2 promises to myself. The first one was, I'm going to go and figure out what happened to me. What did I do to create this level of happiness that I do not even understand, but yet here I am experiencing it. And then the next thing is, once I figure it out, I'm going to teach everybody how to do it, because everybody wants this level of happiness. Now once I understood that, the journey started to go ahead and find the tools and find the methods to allow that to happen. I started to build a training system. And because my background had been in bodybuilding, it's been in fitness, so I was looking to see how can we go and also, at the same time, if a person is going to be training their body and mind to be more at peace and to have this sense of liberation and freedom, inner freedom, wouldn't it be nice to also have strength, also have flexibility, right? Also have endurance, so this way they're able to physically be strong as well, along with emotionally and mentally. And eventually, I discovered that there is certain practices that are easy for people to do. Particularly 5 different practices, because I tried so many. Is number 1, tap massage, where we tap the body, vibrating the body, to allow an increase in circulation of the body. The analogy I like to make is, imagine that you have a house, and the house has a lot of pipelines, a lot of pipes. Now, in order for this plumbing system to work well, we've got to make sure it's clear. When you have clogs, when you throw too many things down the toilet, it gets stuck, and then now things starts coming out of the sinks and the toilets. So our bodies are the same way. We have a lot of pipelines. These pipelines in our body is veins, capillaries, it's arteries, it's energy meridians, chakra systems. All of these pipelines in the body need to be open. Because think about all of the things that are transporting, flowing through the body. When our body is tense, we feel pressure. When there's a lot of tension, we feel pain. Whenever we get stressed, our body naturally tenses up. Whenever we get angry, frustrated, it's a natural tendency for us to tense up. Nobody had to teach us how to do that. It's a natural reaction of the human body. And the great thing about tap massage is that it's one of the most simplest ways of exercising. You can literally just sit here and just tap your body. You can't mess up tap massage. There is no such thing as you tapped it wrong. If you decided you want to karate chop, good. You want to use your fists, fine. You want to flick, you do whatever you want. Your hands and your body is your tools. And so therefore, just as long as you stimulate your body everywhere, there's no place that you want to not tap unless you don't want that area to be open, then don't tap it. But if you do, tap it. Yes, the bottom of your foot too. So, tap massage is the first part of the practice, and the body gets warmed up, and then we're ready to move into the second part, which is strength training to allow us to start exerting that excess energy that's inside. Number 2, strength training to exert the body. Why exert the body? Well, because when we have pent-up energy, anger, frustration, naturally we want to exert. We want to get it out. And so instead of hitting tables or punching somebody or just being aggressive, we can use strength training as a way to help exert the body. So when we exert the body, what it does is it allows us to get rid of excess energy. So what is excess energy? You ever sit there and you get frustrated, you're stressed about something, and then you feel like you want to exert. People will pick on their nails, they will go and squeeze themselves, or they will just slam their phone, slam the door. This aggressive expression is just a sign that we need to exert some energy. And if we exerted the energy, then we're calm, we're at peace. So exertion is really important, and strength training is really about that. But as we dive a little bit deeper, there's a systematic sequence between each move. Because we want to go and clear the body. We want to clear the circulation, open up everything in the body, remove all the blockages. So with strength training, we start off with upper body. So then we can go ahead and stimulate those. Then we move into lower body. Then we move into total body. Then we go ahead and target core. Then we go ahead and ground the energy. And then we finish off with plank to start to tailor down the intensity. So then after strength training, we move into stretching. After strength training, a lot of times our adrenaline has been stimulated. And if we don't go ahead and relax the nervous system and get it back to parasympathetic, which is calm and relaxed recovery mode, we may feel like we're a little agitated. Even though we just exercised, there was nothing emotional, but the body will respond to exercise a lot of times, especially if it's a little intense, and it'll respond with our nervous system being agitated, or what we call the sympathetic nervous system. So we need to go ahead and relax the nerves. So then when we do stretching, we're able to start to calm down the body, start to relax the nerves, while at the same time we get rid of the tension that we just accumulated in the body. Because the body was doing strength training. Then afterwards, we stretch the body to allow relaxation to happen while we increase flexibility and range of motion. Then we go deeper into the body with breathing to really go and release on the energetic level, emotional level that's so deep that we may not have been able to access with the tap massage and with the strength and with the stretching. So we go in with breathing. We've been clearing the body the entire time, starting off with tap massage and moving into strength and stretching. But breathing, breath, allows us to go deeper, because breath is the most single important thing for life. We can go without food, we can go without water, we can go without shelter, but we can't go without breath. So when we can control our breath and get more breath, more oxygen, more energy into the body, it's just like 2 glasses of water, where if one is dirty and one is clean, and then you pour the clean into the dirty, eventually both are clean. And so when we bring in a lot of breath to help move all the stuck energy inside, all of the emotions that have been accumulated through all of our life starts to come to the surface. And we start to feel light. We start to feel refreshed. We start to feel mentally clear. And breathing is the perfect exercise. That is the last thing that we do before we go into meditation. The reason why we meditate at the very end is because we needed to prepare the body and mind for meditation. You see, oftentimes when we sit and we try to meditate, we're literally just sitting there with our eyes closed and we're thinking because our mind hasn't stopped. And our body is a little bit agitated. We're feeling tight in our hips and tight in our legs and tight in our back. So we can't be comfortable because our body is holding on to too much tension. And then the longer that we meditate, the more tension starts to build up. So it becomes really difficult for somebody to be able to meditate. But meditation is so important and one of the most powerful tools for allowing us to have inner peace and clarity and health, because it allows us to release everything. It allows our mind to empty out. It allows our body to relax. And therefore everything, all the trauma in our life starts to fall away. But meditation is really difficult for so many people. It is one of the most simplest things because you just sit there and do nothing. But yet, people will avoid it. They would rather do something else, anything else, than to sit there and do nothing. So when I realized this, and I was facing the same thing, I'd rather go and do other things, and I would shorten my meditation. When we're in a meditative state, our sense of self is not present, and therefore we're able to take action without any resistance. And all of this builds up to meditation because when we're in a meditative state, we don't create any problems in our life because our mind is still, we are totally present, and we are in our most loving self, our highest self, our best version of ourselves. These 5 training methods, while sometimes they look at it and people think they can just interchange them, throw them in and out, but it really took a lot of time, years and years and years of studying the effects of every single practice, every single method, and every individual exercise to be able to put it together so that they have this synergetic way of enhancing one another, building upon one another, to create the most amount of results, to get you in the deepest meditative state, to allow you to feel the strongest, have the most amount of endurance and cardio and flexibility while investing the least amount of time and energy. And that is Flow 60.
Flow 60 is not just a 7-day program or a 60-day program. Flow 60 has to be incorporated in a day-to-day life. It's forever. It's not a destination, it's a journey.
On me, I feel my body is more open. Lots of pains in my joints seem to have alleviated, and I feel I walk more like stronger. I feel better, yeah.
As I practicing Flow 60 was what I was looking for to get the click to help me to heal, because that was an unknown. What to heal? That was not the headache. That was emotions, and it's not any pills that will help you with that. And in general, Flow 60 have been changing my life.
Flow 60, what has done for me is change my life 360 degrees. It started slowly physically 3 years ago, and now I understand what he meant about resetting your mind so you could live the life that we deserve, the life that we want, with putting thought in our hearts, in our soul, in our spirit, and mentally. And all that has been wonderful.